Do you sometimes question your feelings in a relationship? Do you say to yourself sometimes, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm sensitive, maybe it means nothing, maybe I'm just making it all up? You might be thinking all these things and you might like, I'm not sure, you feel confused because deep down you feel something is not right. You know something is not right, but you can't just put it. You can't really put it. Sometimes you talk about it to people and you tell them, some people will tell you that you are just overreacting, that it is normal, that that's the way relationships are, that love means endurance, love means sacrifice. You just have to bear the pain. Couples they fight. There's always the you have to be the silent one in in the relationship because two captains can be in a boat. But deep down, you still feel that something is not right because you feel confused. You don't really understand and you can't really picture it. And some of the times you feel so drained and you feel like as if you keep talking about it, people will say you are crazy or you are just too dramatic. But I want to tell you the truth today that you are not crazy, neither are you dramatic. What your experiences are the signs you ignored. What you're experiencing shows that you are in a toxic relationship and it is slowly breaking your sense of self. So, in today's video, I'll be walking you guys through 8 signs of a toxic relationship so that you can actually acknowledge your feeling and actually be able to come back to your real self. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Flourish and Thrive with TA. My name is Elizabeth Akineyi, and I am a certified trauma and relationship therapist. And I help women to heal from the trauma of a toxic relationship and help them to find confidence, happiness, and joy in whatever they want to do, and also build healthy relationship. So there's a lot we are going to talk about today, but I'm actually going to try to speed up everything. So ladies, stay tuned and I'll be right back. So ladies, I'll be walking you guys through the 8 signs of a toxic relationship. Most of these times we overlook them, we just feel like as if it is normal, especially when you're just meeting the person for the first time and you're telling the person, oh, I love you, I love you. There's so much love and so spark going on that we overlook those signs. And because we overlook them, with along the line, it becomes quite damaging. Toxic relationships are not that loud. Those damaging effects are not that loud. They are very silent, they are subtle. But continuous subtlety is like a drop of water. It keeps falling into the bucket. Before you do it, it's gonna fill up the bucket. So that is exactly how it is. Toxicity we actually endure, we eventually break us. So I want to give you guys a story, and this is a story of Miss A. Let me call her Miss A. She's actually a client. She's actually dating a man, I will call him Mr. B. So Miss A will always say at the beginning of the session, actually, that Mr. A is a good man, but sometimes he gets upset. And I like that she was actually making up excuses for him. She was always saying, oh, he's a good guy, but sometimes he gets angry. Sometimes he feels sometimes it's my fault. That was the first thing I noticed, that she was always taking the blame for everything. So continuously into the session, I discovered that she said whenever she is quiet, he is going to say she is too cold. Whenever she speaks up, he will say she is disrespectful. Whenever she now decides to calm down or she decides to leave, the Mr. A will say she is dramatic. So she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to do to please him. So she started losing bits and bits of herself. She now started becoming anxious. She now started becoming edgy. She she started losing herself. She started quieting every good, beautiful thing at us. Those things she loved to do, she stopped doing them. She stopped hanging out with her friends just to make him happy. She stopped doing those things, her hobbies, everything that she loves to do. She stopped doing them. It was along the line when the relationship came to an end. That was when she now realized that she doesn't even know who she really is anymore. And the worst part of all was that she was taking the blame for everything that was wrong. She was always thinking that she was wrong. Yeah. I know this story might sound painful, this story might sound sad, but this is just the truth. This is the way toxic relationship, and that is what it does to you. It erodes your sense of self. You lose your identity completely if you give them that chance. So now, what are the 8 signs of a toxic relationship? I want you guys to go get your pen, go get your book, and write them down. So I'm just going to brush through every one of them. So by next week, I'll be making a video on love bombing. Yes, because I want to actually treat everything that has to do with toxic relationship and narcissistic relationship for the next few weeks. So the first sign of a toxic relationship is that you feel drained. In the video I made last week about setting boundaries, I said it that have you ever been in the company of some people? You talk with them for the first time or second time. Every time you talk with them, you by the time they leave, you feel exhausted. Yes, there are some people like that. Excitement you might be feeling all dies down. You just find out that you become demotivated. You don't actually let me just put it that you just don't know what you're going to do throughout that whole day because they tend to just bring everything down. So such people, when you move with people or you stay in the group of people whereby you come unfulfilled, what you're talking about, the things you're talking about, everything you're doing, it makes you feel unfulfilled. There's no motivation to go forward. There's no motivation to bring out the best part of you. Even if you have that motivation, the moment you sit down and talk to them, they just bring you down. So in a toxic relationship, you find such men or such people in a relationship with you. So when you sit down to talk with them, instead of them to encourage you, they say words that will actually make you feel less about yourself and you start feeling drained. And that is where you start feeling you are not good enough. So maybe you got a promotion at work, you tell them, instead of them being happy for you, they say words to wash you down. You would even regret ever telling them that, oh, I got this promotion. Love should not feel like a competition. Like I would always say, love should actually bring out the best in you. Love is not a relay race, but love is actually meant to bring out the light that was already in you. There's a light in you. So when a man or a woman comes into your life, they should actually complement what is already inside of you. Not that one person has to be dependent upon the other or a situation whereby both of you start competing with each other. True love does not compete. So when you're in a relationship and you feel drained all the time, that is a sign that that relationship is a toxic relationship. That is number one. Number two is you are always working on eggshells. When we mean you're working on eggshells, you are careful of the things you say to them because you don't know what you will say that they will take up and they will use against you. You are careful of the things you say to them. You are careful of the way you behave around them. You calculate every speech you want to say. You calculate every turn you want to do, everything you want to do. You would have actually acted it out before you actually talk to them because you will tell them something innocent. They will take it up as if they make a force out of it. So you don't even know what you're actually going to tell them. Yes, I've dealt with people like that. But I will always say the best thing you can actually do to such people is, if you know you can't break up with them, silence. Break every contact away from them. They don't exist because they will drive you insane. My words can sometimes people say, why do I say this? But it is what I do. I have had the experience and I know exactly how it is. They will drive me insane. So the best thing you can actually do is stay away from them. So if you find yourself in a relationship whereby What you want to say, you are careful about it. You are careful about the things you will tell them. You are not free to express yourself. You are not free to be yourself in the relationship. You have to act before you can actually be accepted in the relationship. That is not a healthy relationship. It is a toxic relationship. So the third sign you need to be aware of is manipulation and gaslighting. They manipulate you and they gaslight you, where they make you doubt your reality. What you know to be true, what you know is really everything that is true. When somebody who is toxic or abusive comes into your life, they make you doubt it. They use the tool of contempt, they use the tool of criticism and make you look like the crazy one. So you will now begin to think they are right. What you are doing is the wrong thing. My dear, don't listen to them. It is a tool to get control over you so that they can start harming your life. That is the third sign. The first sign of a toxic relationship is that they don't respect your boundaries. I really love this one. If you see people who don't respect your boundaries, they don't care. Even if you set communication boundaries, emotional boundaries, energy boundaries, they don't care. They will always disrespect your boundary. Anybody that disrespects your boundary, it is a clear sign that they are toxic people and you don't have to stay in that relationship. And the fifth time to show that you are actually in a toxic relationship is that your feelings are dismissed. They don't pay attention to what you're saying. They don't pay attention to what you're feeling. If you're complaining about something, they tell you that you are too dramatic. They try to shut you up. They try to make you believe that, oh, you are always making things up. And healthy relationships should actually help you to be able to express your feeling. They should have respect for your feeling, not try to shut it down or they want to be the only voice speaking while your own voice is shut down. That's how they are. They want to be the only one that must express their feelings. When you try to express your feelings, they dismiss it. They don't care what you feel or how you feel. So the next sign of a toxic relationship is they will always say it is not their fault, but it is always your fault. Anything goes wrong, they will always put the blame on you. Anything goes wrong, they will always want you to take the blame. They use the tool of manipulation and gaslighting to make you think you are the fault. They make you think you are dramatic. They make you think you are too old. They make you think you are this. They go as far as actually talking to people, talking to friends to actually make you think, oh, so that you would actually come into shape. They try to use that to curb you so that you won't be able to spread your wings and fly. But if you really know yourself, you know that they are trying to manipulate you. They are trying to make you take the blame for what you did not do. So that is just they will never admit they are wrong, but they will always put the blame on you. They will use the tool of manipulation to make you think you are the problem and that everything in that relationship is your fault. So I think we stayed 6 times so far. I think we still have two. The next sign is that you don't feel secure with them. You always feel anxious. Every time you are around them, there's a way your nervous system reacts that there's this way you feel. You always feel anxious. You always feel an edge because you are not at peace with them because you don't know what you are going to do that they are going to scream at you or they're going to criticize you for or they are going to call you names or tell you that you are too dramatic. I've dealt with them. I'm actually staying with a toxic neighbor, not even a toxic neighbor, a narcissistic neighbor. It is not just because I have awareness. I'm a trauma therapist and I have awareness. That is why I'm able to deal with him in the if I begin to open my mouth to say the things he has done, when he saw that he couldn't handle me, he went as far as doing a smear campaign against me, as in going to the streets, telling everybody that I'm a bad person and this, and he's not even worried. It's not my problem. He can speak for all I care. I do not care. So they are the kind of people whereby they would always use any tool to actually um get control over you. So most of the time, because your inner mind knows the damage they are going to do to you, it brings about anxiety. Yes, it brings about anxiety. There's something about them that you have this gut feeling that something is actually off about them. That something is actually off about them. So that is the seventh sign. So the last sign is you start losing yourself. If you eventually go into a relationship with them and you saw that you start losing yourself, you dim your lights for their light to shine. You stop all the things you're doing to make them happy. You stop all your hobbies to make them happy. You stop going to the places you love to go to because you want them to be happy. They isolate you from friends and family. Know for sure that that relationship is not a good relationship. A relationship should bring out the best in you. A relationship should expand you. A relationship should bring out goodness in you. If a relationship brings out the worst in you or shrinks your life, that is not a relationship. You don't have to lose yourself to keep anybody. You don't have to lose yourself to keep anybody. I'm going to repeat it again. You don't have to lose yourself to keep anybody. An healthy relationship allows for you and your other partner to both shine and thrive. A healthy relationship allows for you to be your truest self, to be able to show yourself. So if you're in a relationship whereby you're losing every part of yourself, everything you've always loved to do, everything that always makes you you, that is a sign to show that that relationship is not an healthy one. In conclusion, all that I've said so far, toxic relationship is quite damaging and it is not loud. It damages you bit by bit, and most of the time we overlook the signs because the signs are subtle. So we just feel like as if, oh, it is normal. I can manage her, I can manage him. But in the long run, when we stay with them for a certain period of time, we realize the damage that they have done to us emotionally, mentally, or in any aspect that the damage might have come to. So I want you ladies or anyone watching this video today to actually check your relationship. If you find any of these signs in your relationship, it is not only just a romantic relationship. It might be a relationship with a friend, it might be a relationship in a place of work, it might be a relationship in your neighborhood. If you find any of this sign, I think it's high time you need to reevaluate that relationship and think of the steps you will take that will actually protect your peace because you deserve peace. So if you love this video and this video has really been helpful for you, I want you to do one thing for me, and that is I want you to click on the like button, or you can actually share this video with a friend because you don't know who might need it. Your friend might actually need it. And also comment on this video. Tell me what exactly you love about this video, and I will actually read and actually reply your comments. And if you're watching me for the first time, I want to welcome you to Flourish and Try with EA, where we talk about healing from trauma, we break toxic pattern, we break generational traumas and cycles, and we also talk about confidence building and actually relationship issues. So this is what we do here every week. So I want you to click on that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, subscribe, help my channel to grow, and also turn on the notification bell to get me updates when I make a new video every week. So ladies and gentlemen, it has been so nice seeing all of you, talking with every one of you. I hope this video has really been helpful for you. So ladies, I'll see you in my next video. Do have a nice day. Bye.